Hi Leos, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your weekly reading and we are doing What is X Thinking? So, if you feel compelled, please like, subscribe, share. I have shuffled these cards really good. I'm going to give them 3 more shuffles. And then we're going to have a 2-part reading. What is X thinking for Leos? What is X thinking? Okay. Okay, well, let's get started. The overall energy of this reading, the Ace of Cups. There's a lot of love between the two of you. Either that or there was a problem receiving the love, but let's read on. Let's get this clarified. The Ace of Cups surrounds the whole reading. Up here in your highest energy is the Knight of Swords. Wow. The Knight of Swords is a fast-moving energy. Sometimes it's about cutting out what is not serving you in your life. Sometimes it's just about, rushing forward. It's right next to the Four of Cups. Now, the Four of Cups is right above the Ace of Cups here. So it looks like you, for some reason, it's like they offered you their cup of love and you didn't really want it, or you refused it, or you didn't trust it. There's some hesitation in this cup of love. But what I'm seeing is that was genuine, the offer, and maybe you think it wasn't. But let's read on. Next to the Four of Cups, I have the Five of Swords. Yeah, I think you're having a little bit of regrets about not accepting that cup of love. That's kind of how I feel. This Five of Swords is looking back. You're still looking back at that offer. Maybe you will accept it because I have the Knight of Swords here rushing forward. But also, this Knight of Swords could be cutting out this whole idea of the cup of love. But you're still looking back at it. You're looking back at them. Or maybe you're looking, this is about you and your ex. You're looking back at them. Let's read on. We always get more. Under the Knight of Swords, I have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. This is really where you want to head to. Okay. This is what you need. You want a better life. But the universe is there. They are around you. They're pushing you. They're whispering in your ear. They're kind of telling you things. They're making you kind of like making moves in your life that you just feel compelled to do. But this is always for your better. This is pushing you into a new life cycle. It's the Wheel of Fortune, and this is a new life cycle for the better with the universe. They are involved. It's sitting right next to the Ace of Cups. Now, I don't know if they're pushing you past that offer or if they're pushing you towards that offer at this point. You might be refusing to move forward with that Knight of Swords right above the Wheel of Fortune, or you might be moving forward fast. And I really think that you are moving forward fast. That's what you're doing. No one would really cut this Wheel of Fortune energy out unless they misinterpreted what they were feeling. So I really think that you are moving forward fast towards your fortune, towards your better, okay? On the other side of this Ace of Cups, which is another clue, is the Six of Cups. This is what you're looking back at. Okay? You're looking back at the Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups, this is a soulmate card. You might have known this ex since childhood, teenage years, or even before. But if not, you've definitely known them in other lifetimes, and that's the connection. You are soulmates. You got lots of soulmates out there. You don't have to be with them because they're a soulmate. But that's your connection, all right? I see it's sitting right next to this Ace of Cups, that love offer that's genuine. And there, in this card here, there's the offer, the cup being handed or offered to the other person with a flower in it. I mean, it's very sincere. So under the Wheel of Fortune, you're moving really fast. And either you might be moving towards this. Let me get this reading done, and then I'll figure out if you're moving past it or towards it, because you are looking back to that Four of Cups, to that offer. So under the Wheel of Fortune and their highest energy, the Three of Pentacles. This is a black card, so this is about butting heads. It's either arguing. It could be a third party, but as of yet, I see no evidence of a third party. So for now, we are going to say that this is butting heads, arguing, not getting along, not working together well. Well, the Wheel of Fortune is right above that. So the wheel is trying to pull them past that energy for their better. So next to this Three of Pentacles is the Six of Pentacles. This is under that Ace of Cups. This is probably why you did not want to accept that genuine love offer now, is because they wouldn't feed the relationship anything but breadcrumbs. So you're breadcrumbed to death. And you're like, you have feelings. I think you really love them. But you just don't see it working out because of this Three of Pentacles, being breadcrumbed. This is in their energy. This is what they were doing to you. Either that or they felt like you were doing that to them. Either way, this is what the argument's about, okay? The not getting along is because someone felt like they weren't getting what they needed from the relationship. This Six of Pentacles is sitting right next to the Nine of Swords in their highest energy. I think it was them that was breadcrumbing this relationship, because this Nine of Swords is right below the Six of Cups, the Soulmate card, and they're in their head. And a lot of times this card is like self-blaming. I mean, these are thoughts. These are thoughts that won't stop. These are torturous. Like why did I do that? Or, why didn't I see it coming? And, I mean, these are thoughts that they're really trying to deal with, that every waking moment, anything they do, it keeps them awake at night, these thoughts. So they're not in a good place right now over all this. Let me take out more cards. Really need more information. I was going to do this anyway. The second half of the reading, Leos, what is X thinking? What is X thinking? Okay. Up here in your highest energy is the Four of Pentacles. So this is pretty close to that Five of Swords. I feel like you're kind of stuck in thinking about them and looking back at them and wondering maybe what they're up to, or wondering if you made the right decision about refusing that cup of love. It's right next to the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is you're on guard about, you have your guard up about looking back at them. You've been stuck in this energy. I think you're recognizing that you're having a hard time letting them go. This Page of Swords, and so you're kind of on guard about that. You are recognizing that, why can't I stop thinking about them? That kind of thing. Probably because you're soulmates. You're divine soulmates. See in the Four of Wands. Now, this is a card with living in the same home. This could be a card of marriage, but there's a lot of joy in this card. Because, well, they were breadcrumbing the relationship. I think you're wondering if this relationship, if they were really, really sincere with that cup of love. That's what I think you're wondering. In the universe, I think, well, let me finish the reading. In your energy here, under the Four of Pentacles, there's a lot of confusion. You're going back and forth on this because you can't stop thinking about them. And you're on guard about that. I think you want to move forward, but I don't see you moving forward except for the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So somehow you're moving forward, but I don't see you moving forward on your own yet. Okay, let me keep reading. But there's a lot of confusion going on here on why you cannot get them off your mind. And I'll tell you why. I know why. Because you're divine soulmates. You're picking up on each other's energies here. And they're in their head about you. They are really up in their head. They know they messed up. They know it. If they really didn't, but they feel like they did. They feel like they messed up. So there's a lot of confusion on your mind about, because there's love there. There's a lot of love here about whether this is the right thing to do. I feel like you're the one that cut this relationship out. I have the Seven of Cups next to this confusion. This is more confusion, and it's about the love. Look at all those cups. All those cups have something else in them. There's not enough room for love, so it's like you're confused on whether they really love you or not. A lot of confusion there. And this is what you want to get away from, is a cup that has not enough room for love, for real, true love. This is a sincere cup of love offer. You loved each other. You are soulmates. Next to the Seven of Cups is the Knight of Pentacles. This is slow. Oh God, this is really slow moving energy. Really heavy earth energy. It might be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn here in your chart or theirs. But more importantly, it's about the slowness of bringing commitment and security into this relationship. It's right below the Four of Wands. That happy home, happy family, possibly marriage. The commitment just was so slow. It's like they weren't arriving with this commitment. I think they know it. And we're in their energies now, and under the Two of Pentacles, the confusion, they're really confused about the time, about waiting for something to come to fruition. They were, maybe they're waiting for you. They could be waiting for you to respond to their offer. That could be it. And that could be why you can't stop thinking about them. I think when you make your decision, I think you're going to rush forward. I think you're getting back together. I really do. There is a lot of love here. They see where they went wrong. They're looking at themselves. They're hurt. They are disappointed in themselves. So I think they're waiting for you to come back, but they're confused. They're confused on whether or not you're going to do that. They're holding their ground. I got the Emperor card here right next to that. This is the card for Aries. Aries might be in your chart, might be in their chart, or somewheres around the reading. But the Emperor is stubborn. They're fixed-minded. They're rigid a lot of times. Sometimes it's the way or the highway. And but they're very well liked and well respected by others. They have a lot of confusion too about the love. They've been waiting for a full cup of love to come into them, and they want to keep waiting for you. They are rigid. They're stubborn, and they're like, no, they're going to come back to me. I know they're going to come back to me. I know I screwed up. They have even apologized. This cup could be an apology up here too, included in whatever happened. Is sitting right next to the Two of Cups, which is under the Knight of Pentacles. So this tells me in their mind, they were kind of using this relationship as a friends with benefits type relationship. See those two big cups of love? This is a soulmate card again in this reading. But there is love there, and this is the ending card. And this is what they're waiting for. They're waiting to get back with you. But it's sitting right below the Knight of Pentacles. So I think they might be ready for a commitment. I think they're thinking that they really do not want to let you go. This relationship that they had with you has developed into much more than I think where it started in their mind. So I think this is, I think the Wheel of Fortune being in the center line with both of you is they're moving them past this Three of Pentacles energy, which is like, it's part of not wanting to commit, I think, and I think there was arguing or something that went on in there about just even maybe it was just being monogamous. I don't know, but there was some sort of commitment thing going on here. And feeding the relationship breadcrumbs, they sort of just did not feed the love like they should have. But this Wheel of Fortune is in both your energies. I think you're getting back together with the ending with this Two of Cups. And I think that's where you're going to make up your mind because you can't get them off your mind. And I think it may end up in marriage. I think they're finally getting here with that Pentacle. So I think when you decide to accept that cup, this relationship is going to move forward pretty fast. And wow, this is something. So anyway, Leo, this was your reading, and thank you for watching Universal Guidance.